Well, once you've laid the footprint of the house down, the next step is to set out your site boundaries. Now, in this particular case, we have a rectangular site, so setting our boundaries out is just a matter of doing some offsets. We copy some files across, some entities across rather. Before we do that, let's right click and go to drafting aids, and I'd suggest that you set up a 1 meter grid over the site, and we'll put the grid above the drawing or below the drawing, whichever you like, doesn't matter. And also set up polar tracking and enable the polar tracking, put it on, and a distance step of 100. So when we move and copy entities to offset to a boundary, it'll go 100 mil at a time. You'll see it in operation now. So we'll put our grid on. F7 is the function key shortcut to do that, and we set the step size at 10. So each one of these dots here represents a meter, and that's a 10 meter between the major grid points. And we started at 0, 0, so X runs off to the right, Y goes up to the top. If we were doing 3D work, Z would come out of the screen towards us, but I digress. We know that this side of the house here is 1.515 mil to the side boundary. So what we're going to do is zero in on this. I'll pan down a little, and we just want to copy that to make a construction line. So we'll set object snap to the midpoint, and which we've done. Now we select that line, right click, copy. Because object snap midpoint's on, it finds the midpoint of that, and tracking's on, so we can go 100 mil at a time. If we stay with the yellow marker on, we're going off at the moment 1100. We want 1515, so the boundary is going to be up here. Now, although that says 1500, we go 1515 and hit the enter key. So now we've got our top boundary set. It's just a construction line. The back fence, in this a big site, the back fence is 14.6 meters off from the back of the house. Same deal. We go snap mid. It's staying. We set that before, so we can just select this. We can copy, pick up by the midpoint, and head off in this direction. Keep tracking on, and it's 14,600, and hit enter, and enter. Right click to finish. So there we have the back fence and the side fence. We can then, if we can then extend, we just need to set a couple of dummy lines. We'll just draw a line out here. It doesn't even have to be horizontal, but we will. And another line out here, like so. Then we can go modify and extend. This can be the boundary, and we're going to extend that line to it and repeat that command. This can be the boundary, and we'll extend that line to it. Now we just need to trim this corner off. That's modify and trim, and that can be a cutting edge, that can be a cutting edge, and we can knock off that bit and knock off that bit. So now we have the back corner done. So we just offset this side, offset out to the front, and we'll be able to locate our boundaries. I'll just turn on a layer to show you that has been done, and you can see there the white lines represent as we continue on in this vein. So can you see, setting up a rectangular site, locating the building on that site is just a matter of offsets.